stage. Sorry, guys. I've been talking the whole time. You were not seeing me. So, uh, great. I'm hoping you guys didn't dismiss it. I see. Without me being running, I forgot. I don't know if you caught the whole first part of it. I was not on the stage. I'm on the stage now. Sorry about that, guys. And but we just rest in peace to Ted Turner. Again, who started TBS, TNT, CNN World Championship Wrestling, which rivaled WWE. That's what we watched down south. And he owned the Hawks for a stint. And definitely he's known for the Atlanta Braves. He was the owner during that '95 World Series championship run, and also attributed to why a lot of people called the Braves um, America's team, because they came into so many people's homes through TBS. So rest in peace, and condolences to family and friends uh, of Ted Turner. Speaking of the Braves, Braves are still hot, and still, around number one or two, definitely number one or two in the power rankings in MLB. Probably the best team that ESPN is not talking about, or nobody. Probably the ESPN is not talking about it. Pretty much everybody outside of Georgia or outside of the Southeast is not talking about it. Because I mean, Braves. We're talking about the Braves. I think the Braves had a home game in Nashville, Tennessee. There are a lot of Tennessee fans, generations of Tennessee fans that are Braves fans. South Carolina, North Carolina, Braves fans. Virginia, Braves fans because of the Richmond Braves. We had the minor league team up there forever. Parts of North Florida, sorry, Tampa, Atlanta Braves fans. Alabama, definitely Braves fans are all over Alabama, all over Mississippi, all over Louisiana. You give it. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, it's been having some technical difficulty. It would happen when I'm here trying to run everything by myself tonight. But just hang in there with me. And it may be just due to the storm. Usually it doesn't happen. But we got some bad storms rolling through Atlanta right now. So it's just a lot going on here. So but again, shout out to the Braves. It's still hot. Still a lot of wins going on there. Bad news about the Braves. I think we lost our first series. We went to Seattle. We on the road. We played Seattle. It's our first series lost. We won last night, but lost again. It was a nice little pitching duel. The bats went silent. So it'll happen. You're not going to win every series. It's baseball. It's just too many games. It's just way too many games. So our Braves are hot. Had a hot April. One of the best teams. I mean, the season is just so early. Baseball is so long, so we know we got a long road ahead of us. But I would rather have the hot start in contrast to the cold start that we had a year ago. Ronald Acuna, that's bad news. He last week he got put on the 10-day IL. I think it's a hammy or something like that, but they should work him back in slowly. Even though he's not, although the team as a whole is started out pretty hot, he has not. Don't worry about it. The former NL MVP will be fine. There's no panic. No panic from us. Braves have a big weekend in store. Braves Apologies. I'm having some extreme technical difficulties. Lou, I'm gonna bring you on the stage. Lou, you can help me out, buddy.
You got
How,
it.
how you doing, Lou?
Are you there, Cedric?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, yes.
Awesome,
Hold on.
awesome.
I'm gonna turn my volume up a little bit more. Hold on.
All right,
Okay, okay.
excellent. Thanks. How you doing, Lou?
All right. I mean, we had some rain here today too, but it hasn't causing that much damage yet.
Yeah, man, it's really bad my way, man. It's
Yeah.
just
You
horrible.
and I actually are both in mourning sports wise because you lost of course serious condolences of course to Ted Turner. Yeah.
Yes, yes,
But
yes,
also, you and I also lost somebody too. That's kind to both of us, sports wise speaking, not personally, but sports wise speaking.
yes, yes. He
Yes.
spent some time in Atlanta also. Um, and oh, geez, the tip of my tongue, Lou. And
John
he worked
Sterling.
John Stewart. Yes, he worked for both of us. Yep, yep.
That's right.
He's got roots here in Atlanta too. Yep.
He's got roots.
Ex-
That's right. So
Yeah.
here's how I came to know. Well, not on a personal, but how I came to know John.
Mm, yep.
Okay, think back. Once upon a time, 40 years ago, I was just a young boy. Well, not that young, but it was the Mets and the Braves playing one of the most ridiculous, wildest, wackiest games that was ever played. The game was delayed twice by rain. The game went 19 innings as the Braves won the game 9-4, and Sterling was beside himself when the game was tied for the 18th. I don't believe this. This is insane. Goodness, but that was the first time I actually heard him because they replayed it on one of the newscasts in my area. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is gotta be the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen because the game was on cable, and well, I didn't have access to the cable channel yet. I mean, this was
Okay.
before. I mean, this is before pre 1990. That stuff. 80s was
Right.
still
Right.
like scattered around. You know, so that was the first time I was able to hear him. So like when he came to the Yankees, like I know that guy is. I know that guy is. That's John Sterling. He used to
John
do
Sterling.
Breezy. That's right. Because then I
Hmm.
got TBS in 1986, and
Hmm.
so that's when I was able to hear him again. Like oh, that guy. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yes, sir. I finally get to see Braves games. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
more regularly. Well, because also back in the day, not every area had the same channels.
Hmm.
Some
Hmm.
areas had. We were the last to get the good channels. My system was the
Yeah.
last. My system was pathetic. It sucked. It
Yeah.
sucked. To be honest, so we got TBS in 1986. I was like,
Hmm.
I'm going to see Braves games. I'm going to see Braves games. See how good they really are. And
Yep.
that's how I got a chance to know
Awesome.
who he was before Skip Carey took over.
Awesome. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Man.
And
And
but
go
his
ahead, Lou.
calls don't come close to Sterling. I mean,
Yeah.
well, Skip Carey's famous strikeout call, right?
Hmm.
He got on.
Yep.
You know what?
And
Diane hates that. She
uh,
hates.
uh, really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but so we lost a
But
good legend, and then of
so
course,
so
uh,
so
Sterling
Lou,
with his Yankees were legendary.
Lou, thank you for sharing that big time because I think you give us just such a fresh perspective from
Oh,
where you
certainly,
are. Yeah, yeah, I appreciate that.
because I'm gonna cover that on my show Saturday as well.
Yeah, yeah, awesome, awesome, man,
You
awesome.
might want to tune in.
Yes, definitely. I plan on it. I definitely
Yeah,
plan on it.
because
So, mhm,
I just want to get some quick inputs before we move on. You
yep,
know,
go ahead.
I've heard some calls of his greatest ones, and of course, I had to go with my personal view best, of course. Bernie Williams in the 1996 Game One, and like when it was the home run in Game One of the ALCS, Bernie goes boom, and that was the start of the Yankees championship run there.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Man, I got weird screens popping up. All right, I'm good now. So
I'm
I
here.
had
I'm
to
here.
oh great, great. So, man, like I said, I'm glad you were able to share that with us, man. I enjoyed
Sure, I
that
wouldn't pass that
story
up
immensely. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, yeah. So,
because
good stuff.
you agree with fans loved him.
Yep, yep, yep. And it's just crazy, man. I mean,
The only bad thing is now we got Sue Waldman taking over.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
I'll give you
So,
look. I'll give you some of the worst sportscasts I've heard so far. And
what's
I'm not
that?
saying it's been gender based. I'm not saying it's because I'm a guy, but
Uh-huh.
I have seen there's one person that is even worse than Sue Waldman, but she does NHL ESPN coverage for the NHL. Oh,
Yo,
she's got to be worse.
no, not,
Leah Hextall. Ugh,
no, have, no, not.
ugh, she's horrible.
Well, I'm
And she
glad.
just thinks on the air. And she just thinks on the air. They're so stupid.
Well, look, Lou. I'm glad I can't get that time back, so I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing anything. I'm so happy.
You're
I
lucky.
can dig it. Yeah,
I've seen it.
yeah. So luckily I have not. But yeah, just in closing with Ted, man. I mean, Atlanta wouldn't be
Yeah.
Atlanta between Ted and Maynard Jackson, who was the mayor at the time, and to really just working with the city and pushing Atlanta forward, because a big segment of Atlanta was just untouched and was ready to move on to the next level. Of course, you have the old school people that's like, just leave it everything kind of where it is, just no changes. Yeah. But the forethought and the vision between Ted Turner and also Maynard Jackson at that time was just when you say what were the building blocks of Atlanta being Atlanta, the Atlanta that a lot of people know, it started with those people like that, those guys.
Well, of course, they
came on to kind of build those foundations. Yeah.
They were not born there. First was Boston, then it was Milwaukee.
Yeah. Right.
Henry Aaron started his career
there. Yep. Came down here, and the rest was history. And so
you just kind of old folks, but I know my baseball. Okay.
Oh yeah. Look, man. You're not just another pretty face, man. That's why we got you on the show.
That's right. I may only be 56 years old. I may be only 56, but did I say that loud? Oh dear. But I know I baseball from decades gone by. Okay, so don't let the age fool you.
Right. So look, man, I want to do this, man. I got to spend a little time to close out our Atlanta Hawks. We're gonna talk some basketball on the show, but we got to close out.
I was your comment earlier about that, Cedric.
Yeah,
I don't know. I would say a failure.
Yeah,
I mean, if you can make the playoffs, even though you don't make the playing game. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a failure. Now, look, the Nets season, that was a failure. The Bulls, that was a failure. Warriors, the Kings, that was a failure.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say someone who was on the outside looking in a total failure. All right, you didn't get to where you wanted to be, but you did better than half of the other teams in the Eastern Conference were just pathetic. I mean, look at the Wizards. Oh,
yeah.
Oops. Sorry about that. My co-host is a Wizards fan, but sorry, Steve. But, I mean, really, I think the leagues have to really redefine what is considered a failure. I mean, okay, if you don't make 500, and if you had a season like the Pistons did 2 years ago, that's a failure. That is a major failure. But if you're like, 42 and 40 or something like that, no, I wouldn't say that's a failure. It's not great. It's not earth-shattering, but it's not pathetic. I mean, really. So, the league really has to define what's considered a failure and what teams consider a failure. Well, if we don't make the conference finals, our season failed. Really? Come on.
And I think the angle, Lou, is I don't think anybody really expected the Hawks to get out of the first round, and that's okay. I think the problem was not the fact that they lost, but how they lost. And it's like, you won 2 games, but you may hit the last game of the year, and not only did you go down by like almost 70 points, but you lost by 50, and
Yeah.
the tone and but the tone of the game from the Hawks was they got pushed around, and they got the Hawks got emasculated by the Knicks.
Exactly.
That's they
Yes.
got
Sorry.
emasculated by that's exactly what happened to the Hawks. They
You
took
know, the
whatever
strange thing
all
is this:
go ahead, Luke.
when we lost, it was competitive. We only lost about 1 or 2 points. We could have won at least one of those 2 games. It would have had a gentleman sweep. But when we won, we not only won, we annihilated them.
Right, the thing about it, you got to show some fight.
Yeah.
Hawks didn't show any fight. Hawk. I mean, what's his name? Dunked on Jalen Johnson and pushed him out the way on the way down, and Jalen nobody did anything. It's like, man, I mean, they literally pushed all other than Dyson Daniel. Dyson was, Dyson. He got a little something in it. He little, so he's gonna fight, but he needed 11 other guys to have just as much fight. I ain't gonna say you're gonna win. I don't mean knuckle up fight, but I mean you gotta show some You gotta assert yourself. You gotta.
If you want something to show a fight, what about Saturday's Sixers Celtics game? The Celtics were like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was enough. I'm gonna come back. I gotta come back to that.
However,
I'm gonna come back to that, Lou. I'm gonna come back to that because of Jaylen Brown. Because Jaylen Brown had some things. I'm gonna come back to that. But Hover, what you think about that, man? I mean, Hover just joined the line, man. We talking about the Hawks, man, and
sorry, pal.
we wrapping that thing up with the Knicks, and we're gonna move forward. What you got for the Hawks, Hover?
Yeah, man. I mean, the Hawks. I was a little disappointed the way they, how everything went out as far as them getting beat down. But you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we talked about this, Brett.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even expect them to be in the playoff, to be quite honest.
Yeah, they're like 10-11 spot in January.
Yeah, so with them being in the playoff, it was kind of a low anyway.
Mm-hmm.
For them to get beat down the way they did, I guess we can't really be too hard on them. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I didn't even expect them to even make it to the playoffs, to be honest. So with that being said, they made it. They made it a series to a certain point, and just gotta take the positives out of it. And, let's see what happens, man. But yeah, they I think they're in a good place. They got something to on.
Yeah, so with that, what you just said, I'm gonna piggyback on that. What do the Hawks need to do in moving forward?
Well, the main thing, they need to get bigger. This, they need to get bigger, man. They need a Rudy Gobert. They need a big dude who can go down there and kind of handle some things.
Yes. Win.
That's what I think they need to. They need to address that. If they can address that, I think they got a good shot. They got that though.
Yep, I agree. I think that needs to happen. I think you got to find some leadership. So either Jalen Johnson's got to look inside himself to kind of find out, or maybe he doesn't have that in his DNA, and that's okay. But somebody, if Jalen Johnson is not the guy, then you got to at least go out there and get him, or somebody that's already there is gonna have to take it by the handle. So
man, it'll be nice if we can get the Greek Freak though.
Everyone wants the Greek. He'll stay where he is.
Everybody wants. I think he wants to leave, but he's not going to leave to a place to where, he's not going to make a lateral movement. I'll put it that way. No, he's not going to make a lateral movement. So with that being said, he could go anywhere in the league. Actually, and if you got the money, Hawks got the money though. Hawks got the money. And Hawks got the picks. Hawks got 2 first-round picks. There's the draft lottery on Sunday, which we're gonna be watching as Hawks fans, because whichever one is the highest between the Pelicans and the Bucks, Hawks gonna get that pick. That could be a top 5 pick. Definitely is a top 10 pick. But it could be a top 3 or top 5 pick. And the reason I put emphasis on that is because I think that we finally get a good crop of players coming out of college this year. Finally. I think 1 through 15, 1 through 10, 1 through 15, all of those guys can pretty much kind of sort of start somewhere. So that's a good thing for the Hawks, being that they have 2 picks. And I think that you draft best player available, I would say, for a big man. And if the big man is gone by the time you pick, then you pick the best point guard. Then you go back to big man. And that's for the draft. That's what I think they should do. And I still think they need to get going free agency and find a big guy. They can lead your team and do something, because they need some help. They can improve the depth a little bit. I don't know if let's go. So do they sign Kuminga or not, Hope? Do we keep Kuminga, or what do we do? Because he's not going to start.
Yeah. I mean, it all depends, man. I mean, if they can work out something to where, they can get him for a little bit, around for a little bit of nothing, they should do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Kuminga. I think they should try to. I think they should try to keep him personally.
If the price is right, I'll keep him. If the price is right,
yes.
If the price is right, I'll keep him. So Okongwu, I got to talk.
But if you're wrong, then we got.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
Well,
right over.
You're right.
I've always wanted.
You're right. You're right. So he's definitely going to have his chance in Atlanta. If Atlanta decides to keep him, he's definitely going to have his chance to shine and make the bench that much better. He's like 6'7", so he So Okongwu, he's listed as the center for the Hawks, but he plays like a 3 or a 4. He's really like a 4, stretch 4, and so he's killing us because he's really not he's not getting the rebounds you need. And he's not really a post-up player, so you can't play half court with Okongwu. So what do you do with Okongwu? Do you move? Do you once you get a big man moving the power forward? Or number one, I'm telling him to move to the weight room. Number one, I'm telling him to move to the weight room. Give me 10 pounds. Give me 10 pounds of muscle. He can give me that in the offseason. But what do you do with Okongwu, Hope?
Yeah, I think you got to move him the power forward, get him out of being a center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that he a lot of his skill, he kind of reminds me. Remember when we had Joe Smith?
Yep.
Oh
yeah. He kind of reminds me of him.
Yeah, I mean, the Hawks have always had big men out of position. Going back to Al Horford. Al Horford never wanted to be a 5. He always wanted to be a 4. His game was a 4. And you just kind of forced him into 5 position. And so he goes to Boston and plays 4 and 5. So he had no complaints in Boston and won a championship. So go figure. But what do you think about Jalen Johnson, man? What's the suggestion for him in the offseason other than his leadership deficiencies?
I think, I like Jalen Johnson. I think he just got to be consistent, with the free throw line. Shoot, let's start there.
Yeah,
throws.
Yeah,
he got to get better. Yeah, he got to get better at the free throws. Just the little things, man.
Yeah. I agree. And with the free throw, I think he needs to do a better job of getting to the line too. I think he should, make the free throws, but I think he needs to have more attempts, and that means you got to quit taking all these 3-point shots. New York did not respect Jalen Johnson at all. And look, and Lou don't even know who he is. So it's like Jalen Johnson. And you got to make teams. He was solid the entire. I mean, he I guess he averaged a double, but I mean, but he was not an impact for the Hawks at all.
Right.
So he got to find a way. I would have him go to the weight room to bulk up. Dyson Daniels, what would you do with Dyson Daniels, man?
I like Dyson Daniels. I mean, I don't think really, his position. What is he? He right at a shooting guard?
Small. No, he's mostly
small forward.
Small forward, yeah, he's small forward, but he'll play some too depending on the lineup.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely keep him in the mix.
I would move him to the rotation, the 6-7-man rotation. And so I would pull Okongwu up to power forward. I would move Jalen Johnson up to the 3 because I want to be a bigger team if I'm the Hawks. And then I have Dyson Daniel coming off the bench, but he'll get significant time playing that 6 and 7 spot. So what you think about now, man? Nickeil Alexander-Walker. What you think about him?
I like him. I mean, he just gotta be a little more consistent. I think you really think about it. They learned a lot out of this playoff run. Before in the season they were the hottest team, but when they got in the playoffs, I think they learned a lot about themselves.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think that's the valid thing, or the big lesson learned is, okay, for like Walker, what does he need to work on, or what do he need to improve on?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he played pretty good defensively.
Yeah, agreed.
Could have gave us more points.
Yeah,
but defensively, he did his thing. I mean, it's real simple, man. I mean, when I look at the Hawks, it's real simple. You gotta get a big man. You gotta get somebody in here that. I mean, CJ McCollum, he still does his thing. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But we need another CJ McCollum, but guy
younger.
That's younger, right? That's younger.
Yeah.
If we have another that's younger who can be consistent with scoring.
Yeah.
And I think if you get that, man, I think it's on there. When you look at the Knicks got they got consistency, point guard play. Jalen Brunson, he's been pretty consistent. I mean, he's not, especially at home. He hardly miss any damn thing at home. So,
right.
So you got to get that consistency play, especially at point guard.
Yeah.
So that's
but I think
we had, of course, we had that with Trae Young.
Yeah, right. But I think the Hawks can get that in the draft. They got a couple of point guards in there.
Yeah, I think they can get that. Yeah, I think. Yeah,
there are a couple of point guards in there that I think the Hawks can realistically get. What you think about Ricochet? Zach Ricochet. I think he will not play to the first pick to what he was. He's not that guy. It was a weak draft. But I'm thinking that I think he played good defense. I think he just need to get to the weight room.
He definitely need to.
You ain't paying them for him. Just
he needs
play
to get
defense. Go to the weight room. Get the weight room, man. Pack on about 20 pounds of muscle, man, and try to move some people around in his position. So I don't think
I agree with that.
I don't think I would like to have Jacques Landale back as a bench player. Because he's a big man, but I don't want Moge back. Unless if we do get him back, he need to hit the weight room. He's like practically a 7-footer and 150 pounds. That can't happen, man. That can't happen. So I'm it's just about 2 cents. Real quick, guys. Lou brought it up earlier. What's the deal with Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown did not like Joel Embiid. He had some choice words for Joel Embiid. Say, I respect him, but he flops a lot, and the refs bought it. And he had a lot of criticism against the refs in that game. And I think they fined him like, I don't know, $50,000 or something.
$50,000.
Yeah, $50,000. And so, some people have some problems with that, in terms of, and he's just not happy. And he's been kind of disgruntled in Boston for a few years now. I mean, when you're not winning championships and he's trying to win a championship, that's gonna rub you a certain kind of way. Jason Tatum comes back. I mean, he's a Duke guy, man. What do you expect? I mean, sorry. Jalen Johnson, Jason Tatum, all these Duke guys, man, just soft. So I said it. They soft. And so I don't know, man. Is there trouble in Boston or what with their marquee player? What do you guys think? What say you, Luke?
There might be some big trouble in Boston.
Yeah. What you think, Hope?
Yeah, I have to agree with Lou. Yeah, it may be, man.
Well, I think what really was the dagger for him was the absence of Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he had to carry it by himself. And when Tatum came back, Tatum won 100%.
No.
I still think he's soft. But if he was healthy 100%.
That's the dagger right there.
I'm thinking if he was 100%, I don't know, man. Maybe Boston probably would have. But I don't know, man. Boston just kind of got pushed around in the box a little bit, late.
Sure did.
So even if he was healthy, I mean, they had big man problems like the Hawks. So I don't even know if
I mean, you lost that at home, no less.
Yeah, exactly, at home. So I don't know about it, but I will put this put this out there, Lou. Ansi Saleh is the Hawks GM. I suggest that he places a call to Jaylen Brown on the low. His people call his people and they have a discussion. Jaylen Brown is from Atlanta, Georgia. He loves Atlanta. Every time you see him and he's not playing, he's got on Atlanta Falcons gear. He's got on Atlanta Braves gear. He's got Atlanta United gear. He's got Dream gear on. He is Atlanta all day, every day. So, yeah, if the price is right and Atlanta finds a way to kind of make that happen, it would be, it would be special circumstance, but he would love to play in Atlanta. Just like Ant-Man. Ant-Man's the same way. But you just got to be able to afford those guys, and it's got to make sense.
Yes.
So with these championship games, guys, we got the Pistons and Cavs and Knicks and Sixers. The Knicks just went up 2-0 against the Sixers. Yeah. Hey, Nick, Lou, I would like to say the Sixers at least put up a fight.
In this game, they did. In Monday night's game, oh no.
Right.
They got booked.
Yeah,
they got 39 points.
But the Sixers look better without Joel Embiid.
In fact, it was the first time in playoff history that any team outscored their opponents by more than 25 points in 3 consecutive games. And the Knicks just, they beat up on the Hawks and beat up on the Sixers. Tonight was a more respectable game.
It was. It was respectable. They fought. They had a game plan. And that's what you expect.
I mean, it looked early on they were going to beat us. It beats out, and I'm like, what the hell? We're losing 15-7 right now. Like, what's going on? We should be beating these teams. I mean, Embiid is out.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they put Drummond in there, man, and a traditional center that anchors the team. And that's what the Hawks need. You don't exactly need a superstar. I mean, it would be great to have Giannis, but you don't need a Giannis. You need a big guy who can move and can anchor the team.
Trae Young.
Yeah, well, you got rid of Trae. You can't. At least Trae could run the half court offense. I would say that about Trae. The Hawks have nobody who can run the half court offense. Not one player on that entire team that can run a half court, and that's what did them in. They had to run. They had to run, and if they couldn't run, they couldn't score. But at any rate, guys, who you guys seeing coming out of this series between the Pistons and Cavs and the Knicks and Sixers? Let me start with the Knicks and the Sixers. Who comes out and by how many games? What you think, Luke?
Knicks in 5.
Woo!
We're halfway there right now.
Hover, who you got in that Sixers and Sixers and Knicks? Who wins and then how many games?
Oh man, I like what Lou. I'm not a believer in the Sixers, so yeah, I got to go with the Knicks in 5.
Yeah. I got the Knicks sweeping them. I got the Knicks in a sweep. I don't. I mean, they're gonna put up a fight.
One game at home, just for argument's sake. But
yeah, I think the Knicks will find their stride, whatever it is. As long as they stay healthy, they'll be fine.
We almost had a scare today from cats. Cats. We almost had a scare tonight.
So, guys, in the other game, the Pistons and the Cavs, the Pistons go up 1-0 against the Cavs, despite a huge night by their two guys, Mitchell and Harden. Nobody else could make it happen for them. So who wins this series and how many games between the Pistons and Cavaliers? Luke?
Pistons in 6.
Over.
I'm gonna go. I don't know. I kind of like what Lou said, but I'm gonna go with Pistons 6.
All right, I got Pistons in 7. So guys, let's move to the Western Conference. We got the Thunder that's going up big time. They beat the Lakers by 18, man. Without Luka, they need everything.
They definitely need Luka. They definitely need Luka.
Luka ain't even close to being. I think Luka's just done. That grade, whatever hammy he got is horrible. It's worse than what they let off. It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. So, and LeBron's not that same. He's still good, but he's not that same player. So you can't expect for LeBron to just kind of put the team on his shoulders, turn the clock back and say, "Okay, I got it." Look, man, the Thunder play some of the best defense in the league, and they can score, and they got depth. They got everything. I think the Lakers are just outgunned. But what you got in this one, Ho? I'm gonna flip the Ho on the Western Conference. Go to Ho first in the West. Ho, who you got in by how many between the Thunder and the Lakers?
You said the Thunder and the Lakers.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
man, I'm gonna go. This is gonna be an interesting series, and you're gonna laugh at this, but I'm gonna go. This might be my upset special.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I'm going with the Lakers in 6.
Jesus. All right. From your lip to God's ears.
Exactly.
Even Lou said it's
Lou, who you got in that one between the Lakers and the Thunder? Who you got and by how many games?
Against you, but that's not happening. I mean, the Lakers, they put up a good fight, but they're not gonna be any match. Lakers are gonna lose this, I think, in 5 games.
Oh, OKC in 5. All right.
OKC in 5. The Thunder have been phenomenal all year. Why would they screw up now?
Yeah, man, they've been consistent all year. They've been tough, man. They've been tough.
Lou got a good point.
Yeah, they tough, man. I got the Thunder in 5 too, man. I already kind of had that. I really feel the Thunder in 4 because they haven't lost the game. But I just feel they just may sweep the Lakers, but I'm gonna give the Lakers a game. But, anything can happen. So the Lakers may, LeBron gonna have his farewell game in LA and score 40 that they can't stop. So maybe the Lakers in 5. Maybe Reeves will wake up. All right. The next one is the Spurs. Spurs are on right now. So they're playing the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves jump out to a 1-0 lead in this series. So man.
Surprise.
Yeah, man. I mean, Wemby ran out of gas. And as long as Anthony Edwards is healthy, y'all got a problem. Everybody got a problem. I don't care, man. Everybody got a problem with that kid. If that man is healthy, all y'all got a problem. The league got a problem if he healthy. I'm sorry. Them Timberwolves going, I'm gonna take it slow. So I'm gonna put it in y'all. Hover, who you got in this series between the Spurs and the Timberwolves about how many games?
I got the Spurs probably in 6.
That ain't bad. It's not bad. And the Spurs look good. When the Spurs can play, they can play. Lou, who you got in this series between the Spurs and the Timberwolves?
I'm still gonna go Spurs. It's gonna be a little bit difficult than I thought, but I still think the Spurs are gonna do it.
How many games?
I'll say 6. Because look, I think the only team that is capable of being the Thunder are the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that. I like the Spurs in 7. I like the Spurs. I did have the Timberwolves. I had the Timberwolves in 7, but I think I like the Spurs, man. As long as Wemby stays healthy, I think I like the Spurs in 7. But them Timberwolves gonna be tough to beat, man. I think Timberwolves they got some up their sleeves. They're gonna win 2-3 games, man. That easy. So Spurs gonna have to. But I agree with Lou. I think the Spurs have a lot of problems for OKC, especially with the big man. So I like to see if it comes down to it, how they go. But Rudy Gobert, man, I mean, he's been doing a good job so far. Don't be surprised if Minnesota comes out of this series. So that's what I like so far, guys. So I think that's kind of a good one. Kind of a good one. Not bad at all. All right, Lou. If you could, man. Anybody got anything for the order before we close out? Hope you finally got out of the matrix, so that's good. We talked a little bit about Terry Turner while you was out.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yep, and how important he was to not just Atlanta, but just all over with CNN. Who would have thought 24 hours? Who's gonna watch the news 24 hours all day? I've done it. I've watched a lot of news. He started that here in Atlanta. Braves, he owned the team when they won the World Series. He did a lot. So rest in peace to Ted, man. And so the city's really gonna, hopefully he between him and others and Maynard Jackson I talked about earlier, really build some foundations here in Atlanta to build on. Had to build on something. so look, Lou, if you could take us home, brother.
Certainly. Enhanced Sports Show, Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Number to call is 512-543-4662. We'll continue on with the NHL and NBA playoffs as we're now both in the second round. We'll recap the Kentucky Derby, which was a thrill. Oh, boy. WNBA season opener, of course. So I have to keep my eye on that one.
Go Dream.
Yeah. MLB, UFL, WWE and UFC wrestling, of course.
Oh yeah. Backlash on Saturday.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep, Backlash. Yep.
We'll take care of some UFL news. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Also, your thoughts and comments this week in Dayton sports history, sports trivia, the inspiring story of the week. I'll do some thoughts on the passings of Ted Turner, and John Sterling, as you know, not just as a Yankee fan, but as a baseball fan in general.
Baseball, right?
You had to think of it that way.
Awesome.
There was something else. Oh, and it's also Mother's Day, so
yes,
all
Mother's
you mothers
Day
out there, give a call as well. So I hope you hear from, because I like to hear from the ladies on this particular night.
Yes,
as well. So remember to call. Oh, also NHL draft lottery as well, but that was announced yesterday. So numbers 512-543-4662 on Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to like and share our page. And remember, we're on Facebook Live.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Lou. We appreciate you, brother.
My pleasure, fellas.
And yes, and happy Mama's Day, happy Baby Mama's Day. All of that this weekend.
Yeah,
we wish happy Mother's Day to all. And also NBA draft lottery. The lottery, I think, is on Sunday.
That'll be next week's show.
Yep, next week's show. We definitely gonna talk about that.
That'll be next week's show.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we can't wait in Atlanta.
All right.
So thanks
I'll be here
everybody.
Saturday, Saturday.
Oh yeah, I will be there, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Good
and good night to all. Thanks for joining the Bread and Hope show. We see y'all.
And the words of the late Edwin Romero, good night and good luck.
Good night and good luck. Thank you. And we see y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Next Wednesday night at 9:05. Good in, speak on it.
Speak on it.